Welcome back in. Got another 4L60E here. Got another diag video for you here for an internal pressure loss. I'll see if I can do this one-handed. I don't have my camera crew here today, so we're just gonna have to figure it out here. But anyway, 4L60E, we got a critical wear area vacuum test locations. I love this vacuum tester. Shows a lot of pressure losses without having to use pressure and make a mess. So one of the big ones here is this area here, which is this end plug. This end plug will burn up your fourth gear, which is very common on a 4L60E. It also it is for the 4.3 and 3.4 relay valve, so pressure loss in this circuit can also cause a line pressure loss in third gear, which is also not good. So what we test here is this circuit here. As you can see, it's red. This end plug is buried in there. There's a little spool valve in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But it's just a little spring-loaded spool valve. You can see every time you actuate it, that end plug's moving around. Every time that thing shifts, it's moving. Every time it strokes. And it's got a lot of stroking going on. So it wears down the valve body bore here in this end plug. So we want to test it to see if it can hold vacuum between this pressurized chamber and this non-pressurized chamber. There should be no pressure loss between that to that. Now when you're looking at that end plug, it looks something like this. Okay, and this is the fix for it, and we'll get to that in just a second. But we're going to test this first. So you want to fill over that chamber, put the little hole there, the little hose lines right up to the mat, goes to a little stand, which goes to a little vacuum pump. So turn this on. We want to see about 15 inches of vacuum, is what I like to see. And we're getting down around 10. Now, what I'll do is on the back here, I'll push this with my finger. Watch the gauge jump around. Every time it shifts, it's going to be doing that pressure loss. Oh, and look at that one, dropped real low. You just keep pushing it and pushing it, and what's happening is you're grabbing different spots on that end plug that are worn, maybe not worn. It's spinning in the bore, and now we're down at 10. So that's not what we want to see. I want to see a good 15 inches on it. So what this end plug does is it goes in, replaces that one, but instead of having just the aluminum and aluminum seal, you have that little rubber O-ring that's going to go in there and seal between that area, that critical seal area. So easy little fix for the valve bodies, but when you're going through a 4L60E, very important you go through and check all these different areas. But this is one that I see a lot of. You can get these end plug kits. That's the part number there from Sonics. They give you a bunch of them. Good to have one of those. So, a little education for you today, or entertainment, either one. I appreciate you watching. Thanks. And after the repair, once I got that plug pulled out, you can see the wear on the end of that thing. So we're back in the same spot there. Turn this back on. That's what we want to see. We'll move that plug around. No instability. Nice and sealed. That's what we want to see.